Hello and welcome to Chapter 5. In this chapter, we'll be looking at straight line graphs. In particular, we'll be looking at how to figure out the equation of straight line, calculating the gradient and the coordinates of x and y intercepts. And we'll look into equation of parallel lines, equation of perpendicular lines, perpendicular bisector, and in more detail, we'll look at the distance formula and how to figure out the distance between any two coordinate points on a map. So there is a lot more to cover. Let's get to it. As always, I suggest you have a go at these questions. The preliminary prior knowledge test questions are essential. Pause the video, have a go, and then I'll show you the answers. Okay, by now I hope you've paused the video and you've solved them all. The points of intersection of 1A involves you simply solving simultaneous equations. So you could simply you set these two equations equal to each other once you divide by 5 on the right here. So this equation you would have had 2/5 of x minus 1/5, and you would have set it equal to this other equation and you would have solved it. Alright, so the next equation involves I would use substitution. This y is 5x minus 1, so I would write here 3x plus 7, leave a gap here for the y, and write 11. Now instead of this y here, we're going to replace the definition of y because of that y there into this box here. So we would have written 5x minus 1, expand the bracket and solve it, and you'll figure out the x value is 9 over 19, and you substitute it back into the first equation on the left to figure out what the y value is. It should be 26 over 19. Again, the next question, you could use elimination or substitution. It's not important which method you use as long as you work it out. I would times this equation by 2 to get a 10 in front of x, and I would times this equation by 5 to get a 10 in front of x. So I would have had 10x minus 25y equals to negative 5, and this equation would have been 10x minus 14y equals to 28. And when I subtract these two equations, why do I subtract? Because signs are the same sign of the number that we got to be the same, 10. So if I say 1 minus 2, 10 minus 10 is 0, minus 25 minus a minus 14 means add 14 to it. So that would leave us with 11, negative 11y, and minus 5 minus 28 is minus 33. So y is a positive 3. You substitute it back into one of these equations to find the value of x. So x is 7, y is 3. Then question 2, try to simplify those thirds without a calculator. You should be able to do that. Highest square that you can divide 80 by is, I think, 16 divides 80. 80 divided by 16 is 5. So we would write this as square root 16 square root 5, which is 4 lots of square root of 5. 200. The highest square number is 100 root 2, therefore it's 10 lots of root 2. 125. Highest square number is 25, so it's 5 lots of root 5. Okay, next question, making y the subject. It's not hard to do. Add 15 to both sides, take away. So let's leave the 3y on the left. We will have 15 minus 6x, and then divide by 3, you'll get 5 minus 2x. Then once again, let's actually take 5y to the other side. We'll leave 2x minus 9 here, and 5y becomes positive on the right. Divide by 5. I'm going to write y here now. 1/5 in front of 2x minus 9 makes this 2/5 of x minus 9/5. Making y the subject, let's add 7y to both sides, so we'll leave 3x and 12 on the left. We will have 7y on the right, but I'm just going to leave y there and put 7 here. So then we can write it as 3/7 x plus 12 over 7y equals to y. We could write y on the left as well, doesn't matter, the same thing. Alright, so I hope you've had a go at these questions. I'll see you in the next video.